as you can see, today we're going to do Fire on the Mountain. I had a request to do this from Kyle, so here we go, Kyle. I'm going to break it down for you. It's like you said, it's just two chords, B and A, but it's basically just playing around with the different textures of the rhythm. So let's get right into it. So it's going to be this C-shaped inversion. If you go down to C, do it with these three fingers instead of these three like you typically do. You're going to do it with these three. So you can set up your index finger when you slide up to close off the G string, because your G string's open on the C. The only reason that's open is because it's the open inversion. Move it up, you got to close it off. Move that all the way up to the 14th. Slide it down too for the A. So B and A. And emphasize the bottom too. Double strum on the B note is the main emphasis that Bob does through this jam. It's the kind of a lot of he's using the pick. You can kind of double pick with your hands too, but it's kind of just arpeggioing down and then back up. So let's go through this version. I'm going to do the Egypt version because you can hear Bobby really good. Right there, that little. So he's right here, he's just going one strum. See if he switches right here. No. You'll hear it when he switches. Right here, he's gonna switch. So he's still on this. There you go. There's nice switching. The double on the A, on the B string. Back to the one strum. Back to the two strum. So he sits in this variation, as you can see, for a little bit. And the other variation he switches to, he's going to in a second, is this A inversion all the way up at the 14th. Right there. You hear him switch because you hear the B tone, the B note tone switch from to, and he adds the sus4 onto it. So, and then you just arpeggio this one. You don't add the sus to that one at all. He's gonna sit in this one for a second now. And then typically he switches back to this one for the verse, but this Egypt one in live versions, he sits in this one for this certain version. He kind of sits in this variation. Does that for the beginning part of the verse. Just standing there for. he's going to sit there. And then right there, so for the first 8 of the verse, it's just that simple. And then for the when he says dragging with matches, you're gonna switch to sliding up from the A to the B, like that. Really emphasize that. And then instead of going, you're going to put the sus on right away, so you're going to go. You're going to hit it 3 times, so. Back down to the A. And then for the A, put the 9 on. So it's like, he's messing with these 2 chords. As you can see, it's just different textures on each go-round. So from this one to this one, and then there's 2 ways of doing this one, like I was just saying. So this first one is, let's go through the first one again. This is the first one. When you switch, slide up. Okay, so right there you hear him. He's hitting that's the B tone in the A. So he's like hitting B, and then hit the A, and then you're gonna put your pinky on the 16th on the G to emphasize that 9 note. And then you're going to slide right back up into the B. So that's the little fashion he does that. Let me do it with him again. The first one. Second one. Switching back to this beginning inversion, the C shape. Fire, just 1 strum. Fire, 1, 2, 3, right after that. So fire, 3 strums right after that is the typical what you hear him do. Let's listen to it. That little. Kind of do that 3 strum, so it's like kind of do the double. So he does the same thing he does on the B. It's just double. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You kind of just double that right there. Also, I hear sometimes Jerry throws in that little. You can throw in the E because Jerry throws in that E too. So. I like to throw that in sometimes too, this little G-shaped E. So, fire, fire on the mountain, fire, fire on the mountain, fire, fire on the mountain. So that's kind of the gist of that, the chorus. So let's go through the first verse, and I'll so you can see the 4 different ways of doing the same 2 chords. That's basically what they just do, so you don't get bored. This is the first way. The second way. C shape. I'll switch to the A shape. Okay, so you can see how Jerry's kind of just going, and then right after it, you're going kind of right back to Jerry, you know? Kind of the response to Jerry, you know, just that he's doing the top, you're doing the bottom. So it sounds like a pretty full chord. But that's kind of the gist of the rhythm of that. And then, as you can see, I was just playing around with the different variations, climbing with Jerry when Jerry's going up and Jerry's going down, and adding the whammy and adding little melodies here and there. You can add in this part of this B. You can add the 5 note, slide that down. Then you can combine the two ways, like this C shape and then this A shaped with the 9. So it's just different textures on the way of doing it, you know. Yeah, so that's kind of the way, the 4 or 5 ways that I picked up he's doing it. Now he's back to the. It takes all you got just to stay on the beat. Say it's a living, we all gotta eat. You're alone now, there's no one that can be. If mercy's a business, I wish it for you. More than just ashes when your dream comes true. Fire on the mountain. Fire. Fire on the mountain. Fire. Fire on the mountain. Fire on the mountain. So yeah, as you can see, those are the 3 ways that I got. I hope that helps, Kyle, and if anybody else has any requests, let me know, and more to come as always, guys. Thanks.